my channel. How have you all been? Hope you're fine because you see me, I'm good. Trust me. Even though it has not really been easy, but I'm good. I'm pushing through it. Being a young mother has not really been easy, especially when you don't have someone to assist you. Yes, I'm living with my husband, but then he ought to go to work, okay, and every other thing in between. You just have to do what you have to do as a mother, right? So yeah, hmm. Today I actually want to go a little bit back down the memory lane. That's the essence of this video. That's my birthing experience. When I mean birthing, by the special grace of God, I've given birth to like twice because I have two kids, right? So and on this two experience, I would just say the race is not of the strongest. Yes, so because you just be wondering, please pardon me about the sound. It's my baby. Okay, so back to what I was saying. You know, when you think that someone is huge or big or strong, when you come to pregnancy, pregnancy will so deal with you. Pardon me, when I mean dealing with you, I'm not saying it's wicked or it will punish you. But then, when I mean dealing with you, every other protocol will bow for pregnancy. Yes, I mean every single protocol will have to bow for pregnancy because pregnancy is the only thing I've ever seen that will make you, that will use you the way it wants to use you, and you have no other option as a person than just to obey, because if you don't obey it will keep getting worse and worse. But when you obey and comply, that's when you even start getting yourself as a human being. You get? So yeah, like I said, pregnancy is not for the swift, it's not for the strong. Pregnancy knows nobody. He doesn't know that you are rich, he doesn't know that you are poor or whatever. Just when it comes, when it happens, it happens. So what am I trying to say? My birthing experience is one thing that, okay, after my first birth with my first child, with my second child, I was like, hey, I've come again. No, what is all this? Oh, even at some point, at some point, well, at some point, let me just tell you guys, at some point, see, with my second pregnant, I said, I will not do again. But then I'm not God, so if God decides it will still happen. It will still come on again. So, but that's by the way. If today is your first time watching my video, ah, I'm pleased. I'm humbled to have you on my video, on my channel. Please, you're welcome, and please subscribe to my channel. Consider subscribing. But before you do that, I would like to ask for a favor from you. Can you help me give it a thumbs up? I really so much cherish that. If you can help me give it a thumbs up, I would so much appreciate it. Even if you are still considering to subscribe, just give it a thumbs up for me. Thank you, and God bless you as you do so. But please do well to subscribe to this channel. I would so much appreciate it. It encourages me. Even the thumbs up, all of the things you people do, watching my videos, everything, it encourages me. It shows that yes, regardless of whatever I'm doing here, I know people are out there watching me. And for you to be a returning subscriber or a new viewer that will still go ahead to come back to view my videos is an encouragement, and it aspires me to do more. Okay? So, to my returning subscribers and my viewers, I appreciate you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah, mwah. I cannot even repay you guys. If I should count, I don't even know how many of you, but then you still coming back. When I mean coming back, like back to watch my videos. Like sometimes I'll be like, wow, gone are the days when I'll upload video, I'll see like 2, 3. Even though it takes time, because I know this Facebook uploading of a thing, creating content, it's more like you just have to be patient. It takes time to grow, and I've just been taking it one step at a time with myself and with the channel as a whole, right? So whenever I log in and see people viewing my channel, I'm so happy. I'm so excited. Because initially I used to be like, whenever I upload, I'll just start sending it to people on my WhatsApp, and sometimes people just feel too full of themselves that is this person now trying to make it a habit, the habit that every moment, every now and then, you are always sending me a link to help you upload on your WhatsApp status. So at some point I said, when you have a good video, you have a good video, right? So I wouldn't try to, yes, I would not like to even experience, you know being demoralized, being downcasted when you ask someone to help you upload your video link to his or her WhatsApp status, and you end up getting a rejection, or the person might just even say okay and later will not upload it. But then that's by the way, sha. I'm not here to, you know rub off my mood right now, because I'm excited, because this video is more like taking me back the memory lane, and I'm so excited to share this experience that this beautiful lady you're looking at right here has experienced two births, natural birth, to the glory of God, right? It has not really been easy for me, but I bless God. So um sorry guys, I needed to attend something. I mean my baby. So yeah, it has is a wonderful experience. It's a sweet bitter experience, just like marriage. Yes, but then when we ladies are pregnant, we see it as an opportunity to also rest ourselves, because most times you don't even get time to rest when you have kids to take care of, do your house chores as a mother, as a wife, a lot. You won't even have time for yourself. But when pregnancy comes up, minus all the conditions, all the, your body is just trying to adapt to the new system of incubating a baby. When you finally get yourself that you're okay, you're now stable with the pregnancy, you get to enjoy it, like on and on and on, until the very day you give birth to the baby. So yeah, my birthing experience has been something that I've always longed to remember on and on, because at times when I even gave birth to my first child, my mom would be like, God, you're wonderful, oh. Because from where I came from and from the way people saw me, it's more like, that I even got married, that I even still kind of like still peeping to confirm if I can do such thing. Then when it now got to giving birth, I'm not boasting about it. Like I say, it takes God's grace, right? Because you don't do it by age, you don't do it by size. Pregnancy will humble you, right? With my first pregnancy, I didn't really, I wouldn't say there is much, okay, but my first trimester, half of my second trimester, I couldn't get myself. When I say I couldn't get myself, I was ready instead. I was ready to sleep from morning till night. Most times, our used plates, the plate we used in the night, will be in the kitchen sink until my husband goes to work and come back, to the extent that he even got frustrated. I did not blame my fellow man, my man, I mean my husband, sorry, not my fellow man, I'm a woman. So pregnancy has a lot impact on different women, right? And as for mine, I was just sleeping throughout. But when I finally got myself around the 5th month slash the 6th month, I started doing some other things, right? You see, auntie, she was on the floor. I purposely kept her on the floor so I should not disturb me. She stood up by herself. She wants to learn how to walk. Okay. So what I was saying, back to what I was saying, during that my first pregnancy, I did not really feel I'm just blessed. It's just good to be a blessed person. When you are blessed, like everything will just be going. It will look as if you are lucky. It's not lucky. Oh, someone is blessed. The person is blessed, right? So my first pregnancy, I did not even experience contraction. Funny enough, if I tell people, they'll be like, "Are you sure? What are you even saying?" It was even with my second pregnancy that I had to prove that yes, I was not feeling it, because at a point around my 37, 38 weeks, okay, I felt a little contraction during my second pregnancy, right? But then there was a time I went for antenatal. I could not feel the pregnancy. I could not feel the contraction, sorry. Then when it was now time for doctor to examine me, right? Oh God, Chima, sit down, sit down. When it was now time for the take, she take. Oh, guys, please, you guys have to pardon me. I will carry her. Oh. It's just that she will be making noise. She will be doing baba. Hey, you people are hearing it now. That's why I kept her on the floor initially. So that very day I went for the antenatal. I was not feeling the contraction, but when the doctor was examining me, he was like, "Woman, you are contracting, right?" So with my first pregnancy, it was just like 2 or 3 times. But the one that I actually felt and I knew it was contraction was when I had to board a bike to go for my antenatal, even though it's not advisable for pregnancy women to board a bike, right? So I bought this bike to go for my antenatal. With the rough road and everything, boo, 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 blah, blah, blah. I got to the hospital, everything landed on my waist. And I was already full term, but not 40 weeks yet. I was around 38, 39 weeks, close to my due date, right? I told the doctor I was feeling pains on my waist. He said, "Madam, hope everything is ready, your hospital bags, everything that you need for your delivery." I said, "Yes, yeah. For you to experience this kind of pain means the baby's around the corner to come out. I should just get ready." So this is what I've just been bearing. That is the only contraction I felt, because throughout that day I could not get myself. I even said I will not enter bike again with the pregnancy. So yeah, my birthing experience then got to labor room. It's due to I wasn't feeling contractions. This prompted to, although yes, what led to my delivery was that my water broke. My baby's water broke, right? So and it's advisable whenever your water breaks, you are expected to go to the hospital. If contraction does not come, or maybe you opt for induction. So being a first timer and novice, we are just scared, because the doctor said yes, you can wait for 24 hours so that the contraction will come on its own. But then I've not been feeling contraction on a normal. So, and when you are waiting for that contraction to come, you are at the risk, or rather your baby is at the risk of contacting disease, being infected. So I was just scared. My husband and I were just scared. We just had to, opt for induction. My dear, well, that's how they induced me. Oh. I wept and wept and wept and wept and wept and wept and wept. At some point, I collapsed. When I mean I collapsed, like I zoomed off. I did not know where I was. Nobody noticed it though. I don't know if they noticed it, sharp, because I could not even recognize myself. If I should use the word, I fainted. At some point, I gained back my consciousness. By then, the doctor has already given me a cut, and there was something that they use. I'll not call it spatula, but then they use it in grabbing the baby's head. I could remember vividly that time. All I just heard was, "Madam Oya, push." It's like the baby was already, that we are already seeing the baby's head. They said, "Madam, push." That was when I pushed. Because I cried throughout the night. Then in the early morning, the next day, that was when they now asked me to push, because that induction is more like quadrip. It's very, very painful. And being someone that have not really experienced what contraction is or the feeling, I went through hell. I cried. I shouted. I did everything I could, but I just want to bless God, you know. It's not easy. Then going through that process the first time, then the second time with she, it's just a blessing, even though it came with pains. But then my birthing story, initially with my first pregnancy, right? I didn't know anything. I was novice. But then with this my child, I got to start recurring instead. I started recurring my experience with my first pregnancy. My fear was that induction, and it just seems like I could not even. I did all the exercises expected of me because with my first pregnancy I could not do any exercise. No, a novice, and nobody told me. They were just trying to tell me. The only thing they told me was that I should be doing all my work. I should not feel lazy, which I was doing. But then I was not working, so I was always at home. So I would just do the necessary things I have at home, and then I would sleep. Right. So with this one, I eventually involved myself in every single thing. At some point, I even had to start running around my compound. My birthing experience. I just thank God. And kudos to all women out there that experience birthing. You got Guinea salutes. And I hope that our male them will understand that to give birth is not easy. This one, at some point, that should be around my 4th month, my water started leaking. But then I just still thank God that it did not affect her, because I even had to rush to the hospital. But all the same, my pregnancy journey, my birthing journey, I was also induced in her own birthing, because the contraction wasn't too serious. And at some point, the doctor said they were going to have perform CS on me. I said, no, it's not for me. Lucky enough with the midwife, the nurse that was on duty that very night. The nurse was very, very upset and helped me. Opted that they give me that hot injection, that hot drip, right? And then she had to break my water. She broke my water. Okay. This now helped to fasten the contraction and everything, and I gave birth to this my sweet girl. So yeah, it has not been easy. To birth a child is not easy. So I wouldn't say that any man that raise his hand on a woman should be applauded, because when you know this the pain the woman passed through giving birth to, even if it's just a child, a baby, that woman should have earned your respect well enough, because it's not easy to give birth. So yeah, guys.